What is up, fragrant world? Welcome back to another Stay Fresh production. My name is JC. On this channel we talk about all things fragrance related. If you have an interest in that kind of content, I imagine you do because you clicked on this video, then please consider subscribing. There's nothing to lose, it costs you nothing. Would love to have you stick around for more videos. Please hit that like button so that YouTube knows, and also that I know that you like this kind of content. It really does help with my visibility across YouTube. And once you do subscribe, hit that bell so you get notified every time I upload. And that's it. That's all I really ask of you. It's just a lot of clicking. So, one quick thing I gotta say, I am loving these new V-necks from Into the AM. I've been waiting for them to come out with V-necks. They finally hit me up. They're like, hey Justin, we know you love V-necks. We're finally coming out with them. We want to send you a couple. So here they are. I love the crew neck, the basic crew neck tees. Those are comfortable. These are even more comfortable. They're even softer. And I love the fit. I love that the V is not too deep. It's not too conservative. It's a perfect mix. So if you want to check these out, you can bundle 3 for 40 bucks. I'm going to have a link down below that will get you 10% off if you want to check them out. Thank you for being here. Today we're talking about the house of Amouroud. Now, they recently sent me 3 fragrances from their higher end line. This is their exclusive line. They call it the Elixir collection, if I'm not mistaken. The refrigerator has decided that they don't want me to talk about Amouroud because it just turned on, but I'm gonna talk anyway. This always happens. It just turns on and there's nothing I can do about it. So we just have to deal with the noise. Amouroud did send me these fragrances for review, so keep that in mind. Just know that my opinions are completely mine. I'm not being paid for this or anything like that. They just wanted me to bring these to your attention because there is some beautiful stuff here. Again, they are pricey. We're talking just shy of $300 for a bottle, for a 100 milliliter bottle. So definitely worth sampling if you can get samples. I'll see if I can find anything linking to samples and I'll put it in the description below. But I just want to dive into this because there's some really cool stuff here. There's 3 fragrances in this collection. First, let me show you the packaging. You get what you pay for. That is one thing I'm gonna say. You get what you pay for. All right. It's gonna come in this box. It says Amouroud Elixir. On the back, you're gonna see the name of the fragrance, Golden Oud. Okay, this is actually a sleeve. We're gonna slide this off and look at that. We got a nice little plaque here. It says Amouroud and it has the name Golden Oud there. And just check this out, it gets better. This box is nice and hefty. This lid is, I think it's what you would call dampened or damped, so it doesn't just open loosely. There's like a hinge to it. There's something that actually controls, there's a mechanism. Is open and the bottle rests. Look, just look. Like I said, you get what you pay for. So the bottle rests in here. You got this nice little, very soft, pillowy presentation here with the name of the brand, obviously, and the collection. I'm gonna pull the bottle out. It sits super snug, so it's not gonna move in its little silk bed here. I'm gonna close this up. And there's the presentation of the box. Here's this beautiful bottle. Definitely more of a step up or like a higher end version of the other bottles from the original collection and from the White Woods collection, which are both great. And this is that same quality, but just enhanced a bit, especially in terms of the aesthetic. I like the shape of everything. I like this like collar, this like golden collar that attaches into the cap, this little green stone at the top. The cap is metal. Very beautiful cap, plastic on the inside, but heavy, nice weight. And here is your bottle. I'm gonna spray this with the Amouroud test strips here. You have to. So let's remind myself of this opening here. These are all very opulent scents, so keep that in mind. This is elegant, night out, dressing up, smelling amazing. I'm trying to get it in the air here. Okay, wow. So here's what I'm gonna say about Golden Oud. This, of the 3, is my least favorite. but I still really like it. So that tells you how I feel about the other two. This profile in the air is so beautiful. It is so beautiful. You get a sweet oud. The oud is a little bit on the stinky side, but ever so slightly, just enough for you to know that it's not just wood. It is oud. There's also some vanilla in here. There is patchouli. Those are some of the main notes. It's an earthy, sweet oud. And there's also a succulent caramel note. So it is sweet. It has a gourmand quality to it. Now, the only thing I'm not crazy about is that, at least on my skin, and I'm getting a little bit here on paper, up close, it's a little jumbled. It just, I don't know, something about the profile feels kind of like I smell everything, but they don't really seem to be mixing well. There's not like a cohesive bond. Now, this is me as someone who does not make perfumes, so this is just my opinion. Up close, it doesn't wow me. It smells good, but it doesn't wow me. It doesn't pull me in for more. I don't smell a ton of depth to it. But in the air, oh my gosh, once you catch a whiff of this in the air, if someone passes you, it is the epitome of elegance. This stuff is really nice. So that's Golden Oud. You're gonna find all of these are very strong. If I look here, 68% alcohol by volume, which means 32% fragrance oils. This is definitely into extrait de parfum territory. It is going to last all day, all night. It's not going to project like crazy. It's going to leave a nice trail. Again, if you catch a whiff, people will be catching whiffs of it. As this one dries, it gets a little bit just more woody, more earthy. The sweetness is still there, and it's nice. It is a very pleasant, very elegant scent. People are going to like this. It's not an all-out oud fragrance. If you're afraid of oud, don't be afraid of this. So that's our first one up. That's Golden Oud. Okay, the next one up here. This is basically in order of my least favorite to my most favorite, but again, I really enjoy Golden Oud. I'm just gonna skip through it this time, but you're gonna see this one is called Mysterious Rose. But here it is, same presentation, same box, green color and everything on the inside. This is already in the air. This one is powerful. This one, to my nose, bears a very, very, very slight resemblance to a popular fragrance from Tom Ford called Noir. I'm not saying it is a dupe of it. I'm not even saying, well, I mean, it could be an alternative to it, but I can't even say, oh, they're like 80% alike. It's not like that at all. It has a similar direction in terms of the scent profile, even in terms of some of the accords. I get a lot of rose and chocolate in here, which are primary accords in Noir. You're gonna get something resembling chocolate mixed with rose. I think there's praline in here. There's a praline accord, a very dessert, sweet, almost chocolatey, caramel-like note. There's a little bit of a freshness up top. There might even be some citrus in here, like lemon or something. Very, very slight, and it doesn't last long. There's some vanilla in here. You know, what you're mainly gonna get, there's even, I think, some other florals, but you're mainly gonna get the rose, vanilla, the praline. Sweet, creamy, smooth, kind of dessert-like rose. That's what I get out of this. I still think it is quite unisex, even though the rose is pretty forward. Guys, don't be afraid of this. This is how you get compliments when you're dressed up. If you want to get compliments from women for smelling good, for smelling elegant, it's these types of fragrances that you gotta wear, especially when you dress them up. They're just really kind of irresistible. They're very, very good. And this is beautiful blend, beautiful quality. Again, this is, I guess, my second favorite. I really enjoy this. I cannot wait for it to cool down so I can really give this some full wearings out and not just here in my house because it's been a little bit too warm. But that's Mysterious Rose. Okay, the last one up here, they actually sent me a tester bottle, so there's nothing fancy about this box. I'm just gonna take it out. And this is probably my favorite one. I mean, I guess that's obvious. This last one is called Noir Illuminae. Beautiful name, beautiful fragrance. Cardamom-based scent, fresh, cooling spice with this one. This one, gosh, this one is so elegant. This might be the most feminine of the three. There's a lot of florals in here. There's quite a rich floral heart to this, mixed with that fresh, cooling spiciness. If you love cardamom, you're gonna dig this one. There's some other spices. I think there's like a warm cinnamon in here. There's some ginger. Adds a touch of a kick to it. And there's even a nice juicy plum note in here. It's subtle, but it is in there. It does kind of help to fill out the opening. It kind of rounds it out, adds a little bit more juiciness to that opening. But like I said, a myriad of florals in the heart. It's hard to really distinguish what is what. They all just kind of come together as a bouquet. But the base is actually pretty rich. We're gonna get vetiver, we get patchouli, there's some cedar wood. So it does get woody and dry, and it keeps it from maybe going off the rails too floral, so to speak. So still unisex. At first spray, you're gonna get that, again, fresh spicy cardamom, but those florals are gonna be right there, like that bouquet of florals, kind of a sweet, fresh, I mean, it's very smooth, but it is floral. You know, the plum, I think it really kind of helps fill in the gaps. It's not too heady, you know what I mean? And that base is beautiful. Rich woods, really, really beautiful scent. Again, super elegant. This is my favorite. This one gets very sensual as it dries, as those woods come out. This is good stuff. Gosh, this is good stuff. So that is Noir Illuminae. And that was the whole elixir line. I'm gonna leave links down below if you wanna check them out. Again, I'll see if I can find some samples. If not, you might have to pull the trigger on them because they're a little pricey. I don't recommend blind buying, but again, I'll see if I can find ways for you to sample them for a little cost. So, have you tried any of these fragrances in this line? I'd love to know what your thoughts are on the Elixir collection from Amouroud, or at the very least, which ones interest you based on this review. I would love to know your opinions. If you liked the video, once again, please like the video. Really appreciate it. Thank you so much for tuning in. Again, please subscribe if you haven't, and I really hope to see you again. Peace. I'll see you in the next one.